Marciano was a grim, destroying kind of a guy. If his bell would ring, he would be on you.
Hello, my name is Rocky Marciano.
This guy's from Marciano Klitschko.
Yeah, Marciano Klitschko.
Marciano Klitschko? Klitschko, man.
Get the fuck out.
Why not? Tell me why. Tell me why.
First of all, Klitschko can't punch down.
Okay.
And Marciano is here. And when he hits you, it's over.
Which Klitschko are we talking about?
Don't matter which one.
They're different fighters, though.
Both of them could get in the ring with Marciano at the same time, and he'd knock them out.
I feel you.
Both. I used to train both the Klitschko.
Okay.
All them guys that come after Marciano. You know how come Ezra Charles retired? I mean, the reason he started being a losing fighter. If he had never fought Marciano, he would have been all right. After the first Marciano fight, he went the distance.
Yeah.
Got beat up bad, man. And Ezra Charles was an all-time great. Got beat up real bad.
By Marciano.
Marciano was the hardest puncher I ever seen.
Marciano comes in, throws a left and a right to the chin. There have been no knockdowns in the fight. Marciano throws a right high on Charles's head. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Charles puts both hands to the body. Marciano puts a right by Marciano. A left hook to the chin, a right to the jaw. Charles fires a wicked right hand to the body, and they fall in close. That's another right to the chin, a left and a right to the jaw. Half a minute to go in the fight. Another left by Marciano. It's all Rocky now. He fires the right, takes the right uppercut, takes the left, takes another right, takes the left, and Charles and Waits is staggered by a right, staggered by another right. He almost goes down. The rope pulled him up. Marciano is unbridled fury here in the 15th round. Charles holds on. It's almost over. Wait till you hear this crowd yell. Marciano hooks the left on the chin, drives the right to the chin, but he cannot get Charles off his feet. It's all over. All over. And they throw their arms around each other. And well, they might.
Many people that I met that actually watched him fight or that around Marciano, they often tell me that he was the most conditioned fighter that they had ever seen.
He was. Unbelievable. 8 months in the training camp.
Dang.
He didn't care.
It was his life.
He could fight, man.
Yeah.
Don't go by what these people tell you. I was there.
But that's why I'm asking you. Enlighten me.
Klitschko, first time he hit him, it's over.
That's
He
it.
punched harder than any heavyweight ever lived.
Even harder than like Ernie Shavers, you think?
Yes.
And a fine right cross. Right hand high on the forehead. Marciano's after him. Charles is in trouble. Marciano and Charles is down on his hands and knees with a minute to go, but he's up. Charles backpedals, takes in a deep breath, gets his hands up high. Marciano throws the right hand for the left jaw, and we saw Ezra Charles' eyes blink. Then Marciano bounced the midsection, but they were blocked with the elbow. He misses with the head with the right hand. Charles staggering the miss with the right hand, and Charles is down with the right hand. And Thrill did not get a count. And here's Marciano like a tiger swinging across the ring, landing with the midsection, getting his right hand, another solid right hand, and a left from Marciano, and a right hand on the back of the neck. Charles is down. Al Burrow trying to pick up the count, ladies and gentlemen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with 30 seconds.
You have to rate Rocky as one of the all-time greats because of his longevity and his record. You know, even though people say Ali would have beat him, it's yet to know because it never happened. So there's always doubt there. You never know what could have happened. You never saw him lost. You saw him on the brink of destruction, and that's what makes a great champion, when they're on the brink of destruction and they come back.
You couldn't do it, Rocky. You could never sort of take away his heart. You see, it didn't matter what you did to him. In that fight with Walcott, Walcott was a mile ahead when they came out for the 13th round. It didn't make any difference.
At the exact moment Walcott was using his trademark feint with the left, looking to land a big right, Marciano's Susie Q found the mark first, and Joe Walcott sank down to one knee with one arm caught in the ropes before he completely slumped over. Walcott was out cold, and referee Charlie Haggard counted him out for the 10 count. Rocky Marciano had just become the new heavyweight champion of the world, scoring a 13th round knockout against Jersey Joe Walcott. At the time of the stoppage, Marciano was behind on all 3 judges' scorecards.
Don't let these guys con you about Marciano. He was a good fighter, man.
Well, I'm glad.
Really good fighter.
From what I've seen, you know, he seems to be actually like an underrated fighter. People say he was overrated. I think he's underrated.
He's way underrated.
Yeah.
And, you know, for Marciano, he'll hit you anywhere. He doesn't care where he'll hit you.
Moore was covering up, and he was really taking a lot of pain. This time, that little locks just didn't hit because of the pain in his arms. He told me about that.
Well, after your arms start to hurt enough, you're going to drop them and your chin is there.
That's what he told me happened.
And just like Teddy said, where he has that defense in front of him, turtle-esque or almost armadillo, as he called it, your arms are going to drop because they can't take it anymore.
You know, guys, look at the work rate from Marciano, where it doesn't stop.
A machine.
Yeah, but look, Moore is trying to, as Teddy said, come through with a right-hand counter every now and then. He's getting the pajamas.
He knows that that's his best shot, is to be able to time him in between one of those fat shots. And he's still trying to do that at this point with this kind of young fighter who's just throwing punch after punch. He's not able to do that. He's not able to sustain it. And, you know, a lot of these punches early on will land like that one behind the head, behind the ear. You know what that does to a fighter? I mean, forget about the ones on the chin. You're hitting a guy behind the ears, throwing the equilibrium off. You're hitting him behind the head. As you alluded to, Marciano is hitting him in all kinds of unorthodox spots.
Marciano with a right high on the head, done a left hook to the jaw and another left hand. Moore swings and scores with a right hand with his chin, but it doesn't faze the champion at all. Marciano going into the crowd, scores with a clubbing right to the nose of Archie Moore, and then misses two left foot scores with a right hand. Moore now hanging on, is battered twice, goes down, and here is the count. The left hand putting down is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Moore does not get up. Rocky Marciano is still the heavyweight champion of the world. Rocky Marciano knocks out Archie Moore.
He beat you up down here, man. He gonna hit you anywhere. The guys today aim for one thing.
That's the head.
And they won't hit Marciano because he's down here.
The toughest fight would be the man who's the hardest to knock out, whether he's got a style. And a fellow who had no style, just a bull, was Rocky Marciano. He would be the most trouble, I think. Rocky Marciano. I would have probably knocked out Joe Louis, some of those fellas, because they were boxers. They took the time, and you could take your time and pick your shots. Marciano just kept coming. He hurt your arms. He could take everything. Not a great fighter scientifically, but just a mauler, a brawler, fight. One fighter's nose is hanging off. He kept coming. Can't put him down can't teach no kid to fight like Marciano. He just had his own style. Was courageous. He wasn't as great as me, wasn't as beautiful. Everybody know that. But I don't know if I would have beaten him in his style and my style. He could have outpointed me, he could have knocked me down, could have beat me. I did a computer fight with him when he was an old man just pretending, and my arms are sore just from joking with him. Ooh, he hit hard. He hit you so hard at Jolly Kim folks in Africa. In his heyday, he may have won, he probably would.
The piece of action you've just seen is all anyone in the world will see till 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 20th, when for one time and one time only, these two great champions meet in combat. Rocky Marciano and Muhammad Ali, live on color film in a bout that was filmed in secret. There will be no second runs. The fight will never be seen on television or in newsreels.
If you want to see one of the greatest fight classics of all time, then watch me, Muhammad Ali, who will be fighting Rocky Marciano on the computerized heavyweight championship of the world.
They go through all these rounds, and it is packaged with nobody knowing the results. 21 different endings, 75 different rounds for closed-circuit theaters. And it's a packed house. It's like going to a fight. This was it. And nobody knows the ending. And there are two different endings depending upon where you are.
Oh, it was different even depending on the theater, really? So there were some Ali wins. I thought there was a Marciano win.
There's a Marciano win in the United States, and in England, Ali wins on cuts.
Every time that he would say something, every time we try to knock off his wig or something like that, or get cute, Rocky would go, boom, hit him in the ribs. Boom, hit him in the ribs. You're crazy, you're crazy.
He would do that every time Ali started to play, because Ali is playful.
Right.
And he's trying to knock off his wig, and he does a couple times.
Yeah.
And after one warning, and that's what all Rocky gave him, Every time he did, oof!
Yeah, in the ribs, in the ribs.
Let it be known it stopped after a while.
Walcott would have beat Klitschko. You think so?
Klitschko?
Yeah.
Walcott, yeah, because of the style.
How come Marciano couldn't beat it? Because he's a white guy?
Nah, absolutely not.